Hi, I'm Pete Kiko. I'm an auctioneer and realtor. I recently had an opportunity to sit down with a good friend of mine, Justin Haislip. He's a local State Farm insurance agent, and we discussed what first-time home buyers can expect from initial insurance premiums and what it means to escrow payments. This is what he had to say. So in talking about these first-time home buyers, I'm going to tee up this question for you. A lot of people, and I've seen this from a real estate end, they're not necessarily shopping the value of the home. They're shopping their kind of the monthly payment.
Yes.
Right? So they're looking at it from a monthly perspective. What can we afford? What's in our threshold? In the process of getting insurance through you or another company, a lot of people don't realize that they need kind of a chunk of money up front going to closing. Can you explain that process and
Yes.
what that looks like?
So a lot of times, whenever one of the biggest questions that we come into very specifically is all right, who's paying for the homeowner's insurance? And it's one of two ways that it's actually going to happen. So it's either going to, one of two ways. One, it's going to be paid for by you, the insured. You're the one that is buying the homeowner's insurance policy, and then I have to give a binding receipt to the loan closers, the loan processors. Or number two is I send a deck page, finalized deck page that has the loan information already on there, and I send that to them, and they pay it out of closing costs. That's generally how on the front end it is going to be paid. Now, that being said, that's how the insurance is going to be paid. Either you're going to be paying it here or you're going to be paying it closing costs. One way or the other, 9 times out of 10, you are going to be paying for it. So you need to make sure that you're aware of, whatever that number is, you're going to have to pay that first year's premium. You cannot put that on a monthly account. You cannot put that on a quarterly account or semi-annual. It's got to be paid up front.
So for the whole first year. One shot.
Correct. The other thing and a lot of times, and I'm not sure if Mr. Justin talked about this, Justin Troyer that is, if he's talked about all right, how does this escrow process work? Did he talk into that at all? Mm-hmm. So again, how does that work? You pay that first year, and then over the course of the next year, they're going to be accumulating that money, and then that's how the next year's premium is going to be paid. So you do have to pay that first year, and it does have to be paid up front. That is something that you need to be aware of. So whenever you're looking at the whole budgetary thing to put this in there, it's either going to come out of your closing costs or you just pay the insurance company on the front end, and then all we do is we send that binding receipt showing that it has been paid, and then it's done. So that's how that works.